in the explanation text entitled So Cycle. I am Muhammad Kurniawan.
I'm Ali.
I am Mam Siti Rohana.
I am Sarah, and I'm Indian.
The first one will be explained by title.
There is subchapter in our presentation about explanation text. 1. The definition about explanation text. 2. The social function of explanation text. 3. The generic structure of explanation text. And the last, the language features of explanation text.
Thank you to title. Next will be explained by Kerabulan Sadi.
Okay, here I am. Will explain about definition of explanation text. An explanation text is a piece of writing that explanation how or why something happens. Next, about the social function of explanation text. The social function of explanation text is to explain the audience how and why something or happens. The generic structure. The first is the title. The title of the text gives a general idea of what the text is about. The second is the general statement. Each section provides a general overview of the topic by explaining it. The third is the explanation. This section explains the process or cause of something happening using a sequence of events. This section may contain more than one paragraph. The fourth is a conclusion. This section summarizes the extra concepts that are explained in the previous section.
Thank you to Kerabulan Sadi. Next will be explained by Indian.
Okay, here I will explain the language features of explanation text. 1. Use of simple present tense to explain how and why something happens. What is called a process, the event is in the form of fact. Therefore, the tense used must convex, namely simple present tense. The second, passive voice. Passive voice is used to emphasize that a person or object is experiencing something. This linguistic rule is also used when the prefactor is noun and when the prefactor is not important to noun. So, why is passive voice used in explanation text? So, explanation text and passive, the object being explained without knowing who is doing it. Therefore, explanation text often use passive voice. In accordance with the tense used in the explanation text, the passive voice used is also in the simple present tense. This is the pattern.
Thank you to Indian. Next will be explained by Balkis.
Language feature explanation text number 3 is connective word. As the name suggests, connective words are words that connect ideas. In explanation text, connective words are divided into two, namely as follows. A. Sequential connective words. Sequential connective words are connecting words based on sequence or time. Example include then, after that, however, also, in addition, and moreover. B. Cause and effect connective words. Cause and effect connective words are connective words that show cause and effect. Example include because, since, as, because of, so, therefore, cause by, due to. Number 4 is technical term. Technical term means technical term related to the phenomenon being discussed.
Thank you to Balkis. Next will be explained by Table.
Snow. Snow is one of interesting phenomenon when winter comes. Snow becomes interesting because the ice crystals are so soft and white like cotton. Snow just falls in countries that has 4 seasons or in high places like Dewi Jaya Mountain in Papua, Indonesia. Snow begins from water vapor that gather in the Earth's atmosphere. A bunch of water vapor then cools to the point of condensation, the point at which the gas turns into liquid or solid forms, then coagulates and forms clouds. At the beginning of forming the clouds, its mass is smaller than the mass of the air, so the clouds float in the air. But once the water vapor continues to gather in the clouds, its mass also increases. So at some point, the air can no longer hold its mass. Then, the cloud broke and the water particles fall to the earth. The water particles that fall is pure water, not contaminated by other particles. The pure water doesn't freeze directly at the 0 degree of Celsius. To make the pure water freeze require lower temperature than 0 degrees of Celsius. However, low temperature doesn't enough to form snow. The particles of pure water need contaminate with other particles in the air that will make the freezing process faster. Then, the pure water will turn into ice crystals. The contaminated particles that involved in this process called nucleator not only has function to make the freezing process faster, but also to tie the water vapor. So, the water particles contaminate one that gather with the other particles will form bigger ice crystals. These ice crystals that fall to the earth which we call snow. Snow has a unique structure because there's no snow crystals that has the same shape, just like our fingerprint. This is the example of explanation text with the title Snow. Now we will analyze the generic structure from the explanation text above. The generic structure 1 is the title. The title from this explanation text is Snow. 2. General statement. General statement terletak pada paragraf pertama. 3. The main body or the sequence of explanation text. The sequence of explanation text is from paragraph 2 until to paragraph 4. Dari paragraf kedua sampai paragraf keempat. And the last general structure is closing or conclusion. The closing or conclusion from this text terletak pada paragraf keempat. Dari kalimat from the sentence, snow has a unique structure because there is no snow crystal that has the same shape, just like our fingerprint.
Thank you to Helen. Next will be explained by Alan.
Language features from the text about small cycles. First, green is indicate about terminal terms. We find technical terms sentence such as atmosphere, condensation, water vapor, and temperature. Then purple is indicate about simple present. We found such as now is crystal R and ice crystal R. Then red indicate about conjunction. We find conjunction sentence such as then, so, because, and however.
That's all the presentation from our group. If there are any mistakes or shortcomings, we apologize. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.